Hello, Mum. So my name's Lewis, I'm from North London. My role in this film was to play Elijah, and Elijah is the boy who gets radicalised by Ahmed and the Muslim group.
We have multiple targets, including an airport, Scotland Yard, possibly an army base and training camp of Prince Harry.
Hi, my name is Ozer Ercan, and in the movie I'm playing the character Ahmed. Ahmed, well, he's the head of a terrorist organization. Basically what Ahmed does, Ahmed recruits new people to his, let's say, organization, and then carry out his work in Europe, in Syria, or wherever he's assigned to.
When I was in Syria, Malik appointed me to lead some young brothers for jihad. To take revenge for some of the thousands of innocent people slaughtered by Britain and America.
Hi, my name is Masoud Kamal. I play Gabriel in the movie. I'm playing alongside as Ahmed's henchman.
Dying in the name of Allah, I will go straight to heaven. It will be an honour to die with my brother.
Hi, my name's Antonia, Economides. I'm 22 years old and I played the role of Khadija. My role was to make sure that Elijah went through with the bombings.
We shall not be afraid of doing the Allah's work.
It's a subject that's never really explored in many other ways. It's only explored in one way. So I think the thing that made people want to watch it is the understanding and the knowledge that they could have and the education that it could provide. I believe that Allah has brought us all together for a reason. You're my brothers, you've taught me everything.
I'm Barbara Agostini. The role I played in the film is the role of Kim, who is Elijah's mother. And then at some point Elijah goes missing and she's absolutely terrified, and she hires a detective to find him. And in this process we see the interaction between Kim and the detective, and then we understand a bit more about the background to the relationship with Elijah.
Oh. Please. He may be confused and upset, but my son is not a terrorist.
And I can imagine that a lot of mothers can sympathize with and can identify with this role, because when your child grows up at some point there is this very painful separation.
If I asked something about my dad, she would tell me that he was a soldier and he died fighting for our country.
Maybe she just wanted to protect you from the truth. What interested me was that this kind of topic hasn't really been shown anywhere else. So when I saw my role, I just thought, wow, like this stuff actually probably does happen in real life. So I wanted to get that across in the most positive way as I could. Okay, babe. I don't even know the role of a Muslim wife. All of this is just new to me.
Yeah, my name is Ashraf Patel, and my role is of the Imam. Well, when I read the script, it was everything that I was feeling, you know, and it's what I wanted to express. It was there.
Did they show mercy to Saddam Hussein when they televised his execution? Or was it a message? A message to every single Muslim in the world.
Hi, I'm Josie and I play Mary, the disgruntled neighbour. I believe that this film is relevant, and the reason for that is that there's a stereotypical view of what a terrorist is, and a terrorist could be any one of us if we hold an extreme view.
It's important to have the suicide Caucasian in the film. It's very important.
Morning, Deidre.
Morning. Did you sleep well?
Yes, it's good to be back. I'm glad we spent some time together before. You know, this time between now and then has to be special.
It will be. People don't really kind of consider or ask questions like, why would that person do that? They just think they're just an instantly bad person. But when you look at the bigger picture and you actually, for example, see Elijah's backstory and what happened to him in his past, it leads up to kind of confusion and people getting into your head because you've had no real positive influence in your life. So you do like crazy things, I think.
The way for example, you're showing Ozer being a groomer, and that does happen in the world. The people fall into it, and narrow-minded people, they believe it, and uneducated. Well, I say narrow-minded, uneducated, disillusioned, disfranchised, and that people that are not with it mentally will actually buy into it. They get duped into, basically sucked in, brainwashed, and made to do something that they wouldn't normally do.
It's funny though, isn't it? Being someone's wife. Like, he actually believes me. The way he talks to me and looks at me and touches me. That's why this movie is kind of good, because it shows, like, in one of the scenes, the Muslim community actually say to Elijah and Ahmed that that's not what we believe in. This isn't what Allah wants us to do. Do you know what I mean? So that's why I think this film is a positive.
Inshallah. And pray that in our lifetime some of these children know a world where peace is reality.
Inshallah.
I see you all deeply affected by the situation.
I know many Muslims and they are not to be feared or have any concerns around their beliefs or who they are, their culture.
We are a peaceful people. We don't do trouble. I mean, all the time in newspapers, Muslim terrorists. When Christians kill, he crazy. He no terrorist. Who says terrorist is Muslim? Not Muslims. All Muslims have everything. Is with Allah.
The mainstream media and the news, they have a tendency to fuel the general public's mind with a negative image about what's going on.
Some of the topics that have come up in the film would be thought-provoking, because I think the scene in which I did, people can relate to being that neighbour. What do you say? What do you do? How would you tackle the situation yourself?
Is that your mother calling you? I think you should go home.
What you say about my mum? My mum's been dead for 10 years.
And the other guys that was involved in that scene was also joining in and asking me to slap them. So we had quite a bit of banter and a bit of fun. And they was ribbing me and saying that I probably enjoyed it. I've probably done it before, which I haven't. But it was good fun.
I know, but I don't get it. I don't get why they're here.
That one on the right.
I don't know. I don't know what he's doing.
My favourite part was mine and Khadijah's park scene, where we were honest, we were having an honest conversation with each other, and I think it's the scene that shows Khadijah really did love me, and she did care for me despite what Ahmed was telling her and despite why she originally went along with it. And it was a scene where me and Khadijah really got along. It was a scene where, when we watched it back on camera, it portrayed how amazing it was filming.
It feels so good to be in your arms. And last night was amazing. I can't believe that we've only known each other for such a short time. My personal favourite would be the whole stopping Elijah going through with the bombing. So getting chased down the stairs, screaming, banging the door open, saying like, Elijah, stop, stop. And then the whole police coming, that was just, yeah, that was my favourite bit.
Don't fucking move!
Chasing after Khadijah, chasing her down the stairs. Although, it was tough, and I'll be honest with you, I was wearing the trousers and a shirt. and I was sweating the bucket load. That was really exciting. It was exciting, it was nerve-wracking because I thought, man, the size that I am jumping down those stairs, I'm going to injure myself.
Yes, I'm playing the bad guy normally people hate, but personally I'm really happy exploring a character like that. So because it's something different, and also as a person it gives me a different insight and understanding of those. Well, in the movie there are of course few scenes I thoroughly enjoyed, because as an actor what you can do that you can't do in your daily life, maybe, you know, it's not gonna sound nice, but my most favorite scene was a strangling scene, and it's a different feeling. As I said, I mean, don't get me wrong, I'm not a psychopath, I don't go around and strangle people, but in that scene it's just very tense and very, very strong, very passionate, and normally as who I am, I'm not such a person, but experiencing it through Ahmed, it was such a different thrill.
The film is very relevant to now, with all the stuff that's going on, and it's a thing where with all the stuff going on we only hear one side, and we only hear the side from mainly the news, so it's kind of getting a different drama based inside of everything that's going to happen.
And I am proud to go to war with you all, brothers. The time has come to make the West feel the pain of the Middle East.
Prophet Faz says all killing is not Islam.
This was kind of like a one-in-a-lifetime opportunity, because this story isn't portrayed anywhere else in any other movies.
Do you know, you meet a lot of directors. You meet directors that wear a cap. Most directors always wear a hat, and they're shouting. Or you meet directors that are cool, that are chill, that are like Kiah. I think, I think he directed the film in the way that the film should have been directed, because obviously it is a touchy subject.
In the film, it's not one-sided. So what we are trying to tell is that there are things happening like this all the time, and we just try to show a different aspect to the situations. It's not just black and white. There are more colors to everything actually when we are living. So in the movie, yes, we just try to show as many colors as we can.
If it wasn't, if I felt it wasn't balanced, and more importantly accurate, because I think the film is very accurate.
It's good that it only captures one side, and which is the build up to everything and how it happens, rather than what's actually happened. Because I think in the media right now all we look at what's happened and not the build up. No one ever hears the build up. I'm sure the build up is there, and there is stuff out there about the people who commit this stuff, but we don't necessarily see it.
You know, the idea is good, but media is going to find its way to twist things into more anti-Muslim propaganda.
Yeah, that's right.
Our leader need to sit directly with the politicians and try to tell them as citizens of this country that slandering Islam is hate crime, and we are not going to put up with it.
Yes.
That's the thing where this is not what we know. What we see in the media, as I said before, what we see in the media isn't what we see, and people, I don't think many people look at the person that commits a suicide bombing as, oh hold up, let me look into his life.